sure. Speaking of your game, you've evolved over the years from your rookie year to now. What do you think is the one aspect of your game that has most evolved?
I think the biggest thing is my mind has evolved. I watch a lot of film, I study a lot of guys, and then I watch a lot of basketball. So, like, in the process of that, I've learned a lot of things. I learned from a lot of different players, just watching the game, talking to people. And my thing is now, I feel like I see the game through a different lens than I did when I was a rookie. I'm still young, and I'm still, like, getting better every single day. But right now, I feel like I'm in a really good groove, and I know how to get to my spots. I know how to get my teammates involved. I know how to kind of manipulate.
And it's a serious look this Indiana team had as they arrived at the arena, getting set to do battle on enemy turf. Thanks, everyone, for joining 2K Sports for this Wednesday evening presentation of the NBA. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And now Indiana's starting group. Siakam and Jackson playing together in the front court. On the wings, Nesmith and Mathurin. And it's Mitchell in at the point. And for the Clippers, Harden pairs with Beal to make up the guard set. Then there's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Brown in at the power forward position. And with the All-Star break just behind us, Grant, everyone should be well rested for every game.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you'd be surprised how quickly that rest evaporates. It's much needed, but it only gets you so far.
Now here's Mitchell. From behind the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard looking over the floor. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Here's Mitchell. It's hauled in by Beal. And it's Beal with the ball for Los Angeles. Here's Harden. And Harden with the slam.
Wow, James Harden putting a little sauce in the finish. Nicely done.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Now here's Mitchell. 37 points his last time out. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And though he gets lauded for his scoring ability, Benedict Mathurin is also an excellent rebounder for a guard, Doris.
He's got a live body, very fast off his feet, B.A. And yes, he loves to put the ball in the basket, but this guy just competitive. He likes to get after things on the basketball floor.
And it's always a great time to check on the power rankings. Things heating up here in March. Taking a look at the Clippers. No movement for them, maintaining their top 10 spot.
Well, right now for the Pacers, they're on fire. I mean, they believe in themselves, and there's a lot of trust between the players and the coaching staff. Now, we'll see if they can keep it up.
Now here's Harden. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
A nice shot by Mitchell.
Boy, you allow a shooter of his caliber to get that good a look, and good night.
The Clippers have gone 1 for 3 so far. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Moments ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. I asked him if he's focused on a particular player in the opposing lineup, and Coach stressed the message he delivered to his team about Pascal Siakam. It was simple. Don't bite on his spin move. He doesn't want his guys falling for Siakam's tricks in the low post. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie.
I just love the ball movement.
Mitchell's gone 3 for 5 shooting from the floor. Stolen by Mitchell. Finished off the break. Mitchell's got 11.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Mitchell's gotten it done so far from the field, making 4 of his 6 attempts. Here's Beal. And you can... He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Boy, that is a rugged finish from Beal. Absorbs the hit, guides it in. Nice.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the evening.
At the line for
Free throw drops for Beal. And for head coach Rick Carlisle, this is the third stint with the Indiana Pacers.
He begins as an assistant coach with them back in 1997, leaves the organization, but returns as the head coach in 2003, leaves after 2007, and then back in 2021, and now, of course, the winningest coach in franchise history.
Here's Beal after Indiana picked up the three with their last shot. Brown, that's good.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
Indiana on offense. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Mitchell, and the Pacers tack on two more.
You can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
Beal pass to Zubac, and it's slammed in by Zubac.
Yeah, if you allow Zubac's positioning near the cup, look out. This is what you can expect.
gets the assist.
Mitchell against Harden, and that one. Good. Mitchell, he's got 18.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
Beal surveying the D. Outside, Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep three. The Pacers pull it in. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
That was a tremendous all-around game. Their intensity was there, and their production was right there along with it, too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
Indiana shooting their first free throws here tonight. First one falls for him. And Doris, the Clippers coach Ty Lue, considered to be one of the master tacticians on the NBA sidelines.
And BA, a lot goes into that. It's not just the adjustments in game or the play calling in late game situations. It's also the fact that this guy understands how to communicate with players, how to hold them to a high degree of accountability, and walk that line between demanding and being supportive. He is one of the game's sharpest minds.
Now here's Bogdanovich. A really disappointing game for him in that loss to Golden State. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Mitchell with the ball, guarded by Batum. Mitchell, the pass to Mathurin. Back to Mitchell. For three, connects from downtown. Mitchell's got 23.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. The Pacers out in front, leading by 14. We've got more in store for you right after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Pacers.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
On the court for the Pacers, second quarter underway. Nembhard is the 2 with Mathurin at the 3. Then it's Toppin, then there's TJ McConnell, and it's Huff in at the 5 down low. They retain possession to the wing, right side. Batum against Mathurin. Second chance effort. Batum. Clippers will go for a different look here. Zubats, he's checked in for Lopez. Brown comes in for Jones. Leonard's checked in for Batum. And it's Bradley Beal in for Bogdanovich. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, the chosen one in their last game against the Grizzlies was simply terrific. He ended up with 37 points, and he was spectacular on the boards, grabbing a season high in rebounds. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Okay, good stuff there, Allie. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
And here's Indiana now, following the score by Los Angeles. Puts it up, and the Pacers tack on 2 more. Here's Leonard. He's coming off a 13-point game against Golden State. Dunn outside. They get it back. Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Listen, keeping Ivica Zubats off the boards is no easy task. This man has got a gigantic, strong frame.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, clearly his offensive output has been on a bit of a decline. Now, that could point to a lot of things, but mostly I think he's just putting his focus elsewhere on the floor, looking for other ways to help out his team.
And the first one at the line is good. And in the big market of Los Angeles, with a sparkling new arena, Grant, the Clippers are confident they'll be able to attract star talent.
Well, the expectation is they'll continue to compete with Harden and Kawhi. And then in a few years, perhaps time to make some big moves.
Mathurin's checked in for Indiana. Both free throws good for Mitchell.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Mathurin. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, the mid-range is certainly the area that he is most comfortable. Kawhi Leonard, that's where he started, folks.
On the wing, Mitchell, defended by Dunn. Fires the 3. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds in the game.
After scoring with ease in the first quarter, he's really cooled down a bunch here. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. Bogdanovich comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Harden in for Dunn. And the Pacers also making a change. Nembhard's checked in. Clippers trail by 15. Now here's Beal. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Golden State Warriors.
With 3 steals in the night, he helped them in a big way.
Here's Harden. And so it's the Indiana Pacers liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They put in work down low, getting in
38.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting only 39% so far in the game. Beal and Kawhi operate together on the wings. Then it's James Harden. Then there's Ivica Zubats. And it's Brown in at the 4. That's who's out there for the Clippers. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. James Harden is very comfortable at the controls of the Clippers offense, and Coach Ty Lue said he sees the game how I see it, from a point guard's point of view, a coach's point of view, how teams are playing us defensively, how we can capitalize and take advantage of it. Guys, back to you.
A tremendous IQ. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Harden misses.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
Pass to Mitchell. Counted. Mitchell's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Here's Harden. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. Beal's got his 4th assist in this one.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
From deep, Mitchell sinks it from distance. Mitchell's got 34.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Harden with it. Siakam covering. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Boy, Kawhi Leonard lets his game do the talking. Yes, he's soft-spoken and quiet, but boy, he's a big-time player.
Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. Jones, he's checked in for Zubats. Batum comes in for Brown. And it's Dunn in for Beal. Then for Indiana, Huff's checked in for Jackson. Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Nesmith. Brook Lopez is checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Harden. Batum outside.
Well, Benedict Mathurin has all the tools to get stops. That's a great contest.
And it's Mitchell, that time on the assist from McConnell. McConnell's got 4 assists in the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Lopez in the post. And the Clippers miss again. Indiana leading by 17. Down low. Here's Mitchell. And the layup is good off the glass. Mitchell's got 38 points. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
It's tough to hide your communications.
Indiana has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. On the floor for Indiana. Siakam and Jackson playing together in the front court. Mitchell out there with Andrew Nembhard. And it's Nesmith in at the 3. A nice shot by Mitchell.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
To the paint. Here's Zubats. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. And Doris, you look at Ivica Zubats. His game is elevated to a point where he's near the top of opposing scouting reports.
What's fascinating to me, BA, is there were a couple years where we were saying traditional 5s are no longer part of the game. Not true. Zubats is a throwback. Plays to his strengths, playing in the paint, rebounding the basketball, and affecting the game with that 7-foot frame. You love to see Zubats get after it on the window. Use that size and strength.
Pacers leading by 11. Siakam, the pass to Mitchell. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
He has done the heavy lifting for them offensively. Now looking to close this thing out.
Harden surveying the D. Leonard passes to Brown. Back to Leonard from the arc. They get it back. Second chance shot. A nice shot by Zubats.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Here's Mitchell. And James Harden pulls it down.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second team foul.
Nembhard against Beal. Pass to Zubats. Back to Beal. Outside, Brown. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Clock at 6. Beal, the pass to Brown. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Outside Mitchell. And the layup falls. Mitchell's got 48.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Turnovers happen. It's part of the game. But kudos to him. That's his first of the night.
Matherin's checked in for Nembhard. Indiana calls timeout. And with the introduction of the NBA Cup, the regular season schedule is more packed than ever.
You know what, B.A.? Many constituents in this game believe the regular season schedule should top out at 72 games. This is something the commissioner broached back when he introduced the Cup. Not necessarily 72, just that there could be a reduction. But there's too much money at stake. I don't believe this will ever happen.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Mitchell with the ball, now guarded by Brown. Fires for 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Harden. Well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
Well, few guys understand better than James Harden how to use a pump fake to get a defender committed and get some free throws. That is nicely done.
The Pacers making a switch here. Nembhard's checked in.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Dunn's checked in. The first one falls.
And the old phrase, he lives at the line, that is James Harden, folks.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Here's Nembhard. Outside Mathurin. The shot comes out. Oh, solid D from Leonard. Outside Harden. Pass to Zubac. Shoots a fadeaway. Siakam pulls down the board. On offense, here are the Pacers. They're on a 14-6 run.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Pacers.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well, but just really impressive.
Add this one to the win column. Their 57th of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for the chosen one.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
So it's Los Angeles now. Here's Dunn. Oh, nice D from Nesmith. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Jackson. Outside Nesmith. Back to Jackson. Now here's Nesmith. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Zubac. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Siakam.
That's the end of the game. Thank you for attending tonight's game. We hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Please get home safely. We'll see you next time.
And so Indiana takes this one by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It wasn't enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.
Here. What teammate of yours is the best in terms of stick skills in NBA 2K?
So it's in terms of playing 2K.
I don't want to ruffle any feathers, but I kind of do a little bit.
No feathers should be ruffled. That's a good question. I know Paul plays the game pretty often, so he's probably pretty good. And I would say I'm gonna go younger, Justin Edwards. He says he's really good at 2K. I haven't got a chance to play him yet. I'm not the best, but I'll play him just to see and talk a little trash with him.
I like that.
Yeah.
You ever have a moment when you're playing 2K where something spectacular happens and you're like, yeah, this is why I play 2K?
The biggest moment that happens is like that for me is like when after the season, I always play against my little cousin.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Hello from 2K Sports. We're honoring diversity and culture tonight with the NBA celebration of Noche Latina. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Ali LaForce Courts. A look at Indiana's starting group. Siakam and Jackson playing together in the front court. On the wings, Nesmith and Matherin. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard position. And for Los Angeles, Reeves and LeBron out on the perimeter. Hachimura at power forward with Ayton at center. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. As we hit the home stretch of the regular season, Grant, what's the focus for teams outside of the playoff picture?
You know, B.A., I think it's about staying competitive and building a foundation for next season. As a team, you need to use the time you have to consistently improve.
Over the last few years, Hachimura has gotten more comfortable in these catch-and-shoot situations.
Outside Mitchell. This one for three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Doncic. To the middle. Ayton. And he comes up with a bucket.
Through the defender, Ayton, he's going to get his.
First quarter of play, a minute in. Mitchell against Doncic. And again, it's Indiana with a three.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
The Lakers call timeout. Well, one of the many things that's impressive about Luka Doncic, he double clutches so well.
Right, and he even absorbs contact in the air, and somehow, some way, still has a very high field goal percentage. Luka, his game defies logic. Maybe Luka's logic.
And after an outstanding month of games, he's earned this honor, your Eastern Conference Player of the Month.
Oh, it's been so much fun to watch him on the offensive end recently. He's really his team's engine on that end of the floor, sparking plays and helping them find open shots and big points.
Here's James. Matherin with a rebound. Indiana's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Ooh, rejected by Doncic.
Defense at its best from Doncic. Like to see him putting that much effort into his D.
The three from Mitchell. Another three for Indiana.
He's coming to work, ready to ball, hitting 3 of his first 4 shots. Okay.
Reeves, the pass to Doncic. And he's going. To the line for and here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Mitchell against Doncic. And it's Mitchell, the miss. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, J.J. Redick had a few moments to share with me. I asked him if he's focused on a particular player in the opposing lineup, and Coach stressed the message he delivered to his team about Pascal Siakam. It was simple. Don't bite on his spin move. He doesn't want his guys falling for Siakam's tricks in the low post. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Yeah, and when it comes to finishing plays, Siakam can beat you back to the basket, facing up and, of course, in transition.
Pass to Aiden. Now here's Reeves. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. And the shot goes.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Mitchell. Jackson, the second chance. Points on the tip in.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 7-point differential. And Aiden gets it to go.
Yeah, when you let Aiden get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Siakam, the pass to Mitchell. Fires the three. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. Mitchell's got 12 points in the game.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And that one drops.
Nice concentration from Reeves. Never loses focus despite the contact.
Richard, it's hard to believe, but this is already LeBron's 8th season with the Lakers.
Yeah, surpassing his first 7 seasons with the Cavs. And look, this is his longest consecutive streak with one team. And he's got a championship to show for it.
Lakers trail by 9. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And this matchup with the Pacers, their first meeting of the season.
Last season, they got swept in a 2-game season series against this opponent. I'm sure they're looking for payback tonight.
For sure, this is a team that feels like they should never be swept in a season series by anyone, but especially when it's one of the heavy hitters from the other conference.
And the Lakers with some changes. Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Connect comes in for LeBron. And Smart subbed in for Reeves. Then for Indiana, Huff's checked in for Jackson. Toppin comes in for Siakam. And Andrew Nembhard subbed in for Nesmith.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Doncic against Mitchell. Up and over Doncic. Mitchell can't get that one to fall.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity from the mid-range. He can hit that.
Pass to Smart. Puts up a three. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists tonight.
And it's big when Smart is hitting from deep. Really helps open up this offense.
Here's Nembhard. Back to Mitchell. The 3-ball. Another 3 for Indiana.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
And he lobs it up and finished off by Hayes.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. And the Pacers call time here. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring.
Completely new group for the Lakers. Some changes for Indiana. Smith finds James. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Oh, LeBron! Just too much to handle inside.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years, but truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
And Indiana, looking at who they've got. Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. Jackson out there with Mitchell. And it's Bradley in at the 5, roaming the paint. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, the chosen one in their last game against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He picked up 54 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Great report there, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Jackson, he's checked in for Indiana.
And Smith plays bigger than his size. He's got great bounce, and it helps him make plays there on the inside.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, rejected by Ayton. And he gets it back. A nice shot by Mitchell.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Pass to Reeves. To the inside. Oh, nice D from Nesmith.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
From deep, Mitchell knocks down the long J. And now it's an 11-point Indiana lead.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
He drops it from range. Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
And a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a one-dribble pull-up 3 to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
Back to James. Outside Reeves. Shot clock at 6. Laravia. Indiana with a rebound. Nesmith's got his 5th rebound in this one. The 3 from Mitchell. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Timeout called. The Lakers.
Coach really needs to get his guys fired up and attacking the glass. They're not putting up much of a fight, and it's led to way too many second chance shots.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Toppin, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Matherin comes in for Nesmith. And Andrew Nembhard subbed in for Jackson. From deep, here's Doncic. Counted from distance. Doncic has got 5 points.
And I know Doncic prefers a straight-on 3 shot, but his touch works just as well there in the corners.
The 3 from Mitchell. He got it again. Sensational.
Up and up he goes as he continues this sensational season. Now closing in on 2nd most points in a single campaign.
And with the way he has manhandled defenses all year long, you have to think he'll make a good run for it. The 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
There's the triple. Pacers with a rebound.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Beyond the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. Mitchell's got 43 points.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. Boy, they've been playing at a fast pace, beating the defense in transition and adding to that big lead. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. LeBron and Hachimura in at the forward slots. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Laker 5.
Luka Doncic.
And on the 2K leaderboard, the teams that have stonewalled offenses over the last month. Number 1, the Pacers.
The energy that they're playing with on D has been tremendous the past month, challenging every shot, making things hard on every opponent.
Both free throws good for Mitchell. Lakers trail by 19. Doncic outside. Indiana with a rebound. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. From deep, Mitchell. Oh, another one falls.
And guys, he is now second all-time for points in a season.
A season for the ages scoring the ball. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. What Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, "I just see what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's going in or not. There's a lot to think about and then decide." Brian?
He keeps him guessing. Allie, thank you. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face them. It'll be game number 2 in their 5-game homestand.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone. Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Here's Doncic. 2 points. That one goes. Doncic has got 9 points.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
The 3 from Mitchell hits yet again. Wow! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Out to James. Count it. Good. He's got 6.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
The 3 from Mitchell. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's Doncic. That's good. On the assist from Ayton. Doncic has got 6 here in the quarter. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. LaRavia comes in for LeBron. And it's Smith in for Doncic. Then for Indiana, Huff's checked in for Jackson. Bradley comes in for Siakam. And it's McConnell in for Nesmith. And it's Hachimura missing. Pacers leading by 22. Here's Mathurin. The shot won't fall. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. On the wing, Reeves. Bradley grabs the board.
Well, the defense was fortunate. That was a good look from mid-range. He just was trashed.
The 3 from Mitchell. On target from range. Mitchell's got 16 in the second half.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Smith passes to Hachimura. And a nice finish on the layup. Hachimura's got 6 points.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
The 3 from Mitchell. And another one. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Here's Reeves. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Richard, when you talk about Austin Reeves, this guy continues to defy expectations.
Substitution on the court.
And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition, still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done.
Yes, indeed, BA. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
And Indiana looking at who they've got. Siakam and Jackson playing together in the front court. Mitchell out there with Andrew Nembhard. And it's Neesmith in at the 3. Smart with a bucket.
We know Marcus Smart wants to get in close and get that high percentage finish.
Pacers leading by 21. Oh, Ayton with the block. Now Los Angeles moving it up. Pass to James. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Ayton was tracking that one all the way, meeting the ball right at the rim. I mean, that's great defense. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Lakers making a change here. Larabia's checked in. A good look from Doncic. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
The 3 from Mitchell sends it home from three-point land. Mitchell's got 6 in the quarter.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Here's Doncic. Indiana with a rebound. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Takes the 3. Another bucket. Wow. 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
Doncic against Siakam. And it's Doncic missing. Pacers leading by 23. James with the block.
I love that LeBron is still willing to go up and challenge at the rim. He's still got that fire for an old man.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. From deep, Mitchell connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
And here's connect outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 5 assists in the game. From outside the arc. And good. There's another. Oh, and there's 80 points.
Oh, wow. Just wow. This guy is on another level.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now on the fourth quarter. Siakam with the defensive effort. Indiana on offense. They're on a 15-5 run.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Pacers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And the wins have been piling up for them. Tonight will be their 58th of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night. Oh, throw it down! Wow!
Okay, wow, old man LeBron James getting acrobatic, putting on a show. I see you, big fella.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Ayton against Mitchell. No good with a layup. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort. It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame, really. If they've been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Mitchell with the ball.
That's the end of the game. We want to thank you fans for coming here tonight. We hope you enjoyed yourselves. Please get home safe and we'll see you at the next sporting event.
And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying...